Be ready. Start. The bar of limitation appears in Section 3 of the Limitation Act, 1963 provides that although limitation has not been set up as a defense, subject to the provisions of Section 4 to 24 within bracket inclusive, every suit instituted, appeal preferred and application made after the prescribed period shall be dismissed. Stop. Thus, the courts are enjoined to dismiss the suit if it is made after the prescribed period, even though limitation is not set up as a defense. Stop. The court below has recorded a submission allegedly made by the learned counsel for the plaintiff respondent that the cause of action in filing the suit would accrue on 11/11/2005. Stop. The learned counsel for the defendant revisionist has emphatically stated that no such submission was made by the learned counsel for the plaintiff respondent and has referred to ground number within bracket 1 made in the memorandum of revision and has contended that it was for the court below to have independently applied its mind with regard to the time from which the prescribed period of limitation would begin to run. Stop. Para 21. The contention of the learned counsel for the counsel revision defendant revisionist appears to be correct. Stop. When Section 3 of the Limitation Act itself provides for dismissal of suit instituted after the prescribed period, although limitation has not been set up as a defense, the submission of the learned counsel for the defendant revisionist before the court below, if at all made, would be, at the most, a submission made by a counsel on a point of law regarding the period of limitation, and the same would not be binding on the defendant revisionist. Stop. Para 22. In the case of Panna Lal Jain versus Jain Bank of India Limited, reported AIR 1938, Lahore 368, the court considered the case of appellant judgment debater where his counsel had waived the objection regarding limitation. Stop. After considering the relevant provisions of the Limitation Act, para start, as it then stood, bracket close, while noticing the contention of the counsel for the respondent that the appellant's counsel having waived the objection as to the limitation and therefore, the appellant therein was stopped from raising the objection, the court held that there is obviously no estoppel and counsel's admission on a point of law or not binding. Stop. Para 23. The contention of learned counsel for the plaintiff respondent that the issue number 1 framed by the court below was not an issue which could be considered on the basis of a regarding of the plaintiff alone, is not correct. Stop. The starting point of limitation has to be found out by the court itself, as that is the mandate of Section 3 of the Limitation Act, and that entails careful perusal of the plaint given the fact that the matter was considered under Order 7, Rule 11 within bracket D of CPC. Stop. The Supreme Court in the case of Mahinder Land and Building Corporation Limited versus Bhutnath Banerjee versus Ors, reported in AIR 964 SC 1336, held as follows, para bracket start 9 bracket close. Section 3 of the Limitation Act enjoins a court to dismiss any suit instituted, appeal preferred, and application made, after the period of limitation prescribed therefore by Schedule 1, irrespective of the fact whether the opponent had set up the plea of limitation or not, stop. It is the duty of the court not to proceed with the application if it is made beyond the period of limitation prescribed, stop. The court had no choice, and if in considering the necessary provision of the Limitation Act or in determining which provision of the Limitation Act applies, the subordinate court comes to an erroneous decision, it is open to the court in revision to interfere with the conclusion. Is that conclusion led the court to assume or not to assume the jurisdiction to proceed with the determination of that matter, double inverted comma close.